All right, I'm short 7,000 shares, TRXC 223.5. I just got shares added at Speed Trader. Bucket. I'm going full 10,000. What I paid for 223, 10,000 shares short TRXC. Thank Speed Trader for locating this. So we'll see what happens here. This was a potential F1 this morning, but being that this stock has already ripped, 5 days in a row, we like to look for failed F1s, which we're now calling fuck you patterns, FU patterns, which is exactly what happened here. It's triggered an F1 at 228, had a quick spike to the upside. We're now breaking back down below that. If I would have had shares short earlier, I would have liked to get short here at about 228, 227 here on that failed breakdown or breakout there on that F1 turned FU pattern. But now we came back down, came back up, retested the VWAP here. I'm hoping to see a continued downside selling pressure to go green to red here, which triggers at 220, which should accelerate more selling pressure here. If we break down below that, the move from going green to red is a signal, potentially of a reversal. Also, we're at the 13 EMA resistance here on the daily chart. So hoping to see some continued downside selling pressure down to $2 here. So short 10,000, 223. I would like to see this stay, above this 228 area, which was the trigger of this reversal pattern. Still short 223, 10,000 shares. Once we trigger below this 220, we got some bidders here at 220 holding up as support. This is going to be the green to red trigger on this crack below 220, which should accelerate selling pressure in theory. Again, we've also had this massive rip here from 150 up to 230-ish here in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sessions. Also at the 13 EMA resistance, hoping to see this pull back here. Here comes some more selling pressure at 220, level 2. So just up 259 here so far on this. Not a huge gain, but we're still just getting started in this pattern. Also, again, I was hoping to get in here about 228. But there was no shares available at Speed Trader, so I had to call in and get some shares to locate here. I had to pay 0.001 per share, which wasn't bad. It was only $10. On top of that, plus commission, so we're now breaking the trigger here at 220. There it goes, getting some accelerated selling pressure here. Now it's $659. Is that you fucking doing that, Robert? He keeps adjusting my freaking chat screen here. All right, here we go. TRXC. $214. You can see up $859 now. Boom. Boom. Still watching Amazon. Kind of want to short this bad boy. TRXC. Now up $1,000. Nice, Fous. Up 1159. Like I said, once we crack that 220, green to red, we get that accelerated selling pressure. We're now down 210, 208. Up $1,500.
Wow. Good candle there.
Covered half, 5,000. Locked in. Locked in 679. I'm up 1350 total here.
Nice. That's a good call, dude. Little jelly, I couldn't find shares.
All right, it's locked in another 2,500 at 210. Locking $1,000 gain. I'm going to keep 2,500 shares and see if we get some continued pullback throughout the session. So that's that, guys. That is a perfect FU breakdown pattern. Again, there you can see my PL daily is 1,334 bucks here. We just hit 7 a.m. So 30 minutes into the session. And the first 15 minutes sitting here dilly-dallying around with FOUSTV trying to get to work. For some reason, it wasn't working. So, but that was it. That failed F1 breakout pattern after looking at the daily chart had already moved up. Again, this was on the watch list last night. As I said into the close yesterday, I want to see this thing gap open tomorrow above the 13 EMA, and I want to short into that as well. And so once that failed that F1 at 228, which is a pattern you usually do try to buy into, but on a stock that's already made a massive run, especially into a resistance level at 13 EMA, you actually want to look for a potential short there. If you see an F1 fail to the downside, that's actually what we're calling an FU pattern or a fuck you pattern. Now, and that triggered at 228 once that failed that. So I didn't have short shares initially this morning, but with Speed Trader, you can call in. I actually just use the live chat support thing, and they can locate shares for you on certain stocks. Sometimes you can't always get it, but I had to pay 0.001 cents per share to get these shares, which was $10 on 10,000. I got 223. Like I said, once that goes green to red there at 220, that's when you start seeing some accelerated selling pressure. And from 220, this dropped all the way down to 208. And, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Each one of these candles is a minute long. These are 1 minute intraday candles. I locked in 7,500 shares there at 210 for a gain of $1,000. I'm still up 1,200 bucks here. And I still have 2,500 shares left. Like I said, I'm hoping to see this continue to pull back to $2 per share. So I'm still open in that position, but just to show you guys what's going down there within the first 30 minutes. One trade for over $1,000. We're looking at an over-under short at 700 bucks. 700 is a pretty significant number here on Amazon. All right, I'm short Amazon, just 150 shares at 796 cents. Might stop out here, but we'll see. It's just a small start here. So I'm looking at the Dow here rolling over, finally kind of breaking to the downside of the 13 EMA for the first time this morning after having this big rip to the upside. So it looks like the overall market's kind of looking for a potential pullback after this morning rally. So I'm also looking at this for Amazon to potentially see a pullback on this over-under short at 700. Like I said, we're at all-time highs here. So I'm looking for a potential pullback here. 700 is a pretty significant number. I'd like to see some profit takers come in. Just a small position on Amazon, obviously. This is a $700 stock. So It's quite spendy. We got TRXC. Back to new lows on TRXC. 208s. Still short 7 or 2,500 shares left. All right, it's covered another position here. I have 650 shares left. I just covered at 205 on TRXE. I just covered the last at 206. So at a total of 1479 on TRXE here this morning, so about 1,500 bucks. I'm still up on Amazon, so look at my PL daily here. You can see TRXE is bid at 205. I just locked in 1,479 bucks. I'm still up on Amazon a bit, so I'm up on the day 1,579. You can see it's 7:13 a.m. May 10th. Amazon. Testing my patience here. Come on, there we go. Let's get that red.
Wait, you still have those extra shares, right? The 2,500?
Yeah, I'm fully out.
Okay.
Amazon. 1998, $2. Come on.
There you go.
There it goes. Boom, I'm out. There's my 2Gs. Out at 697.34.
Nice, Fous.
So here we go. Just covered that position on Amazon. Like I said before, I was looking for the over-under short at 700 bucks. Not a huge position, just 150 shares. Obviously, it's a spendy stock, but I made 559 bucks on it. And as you can see, I'm up $2,000 on the day, 7:20 a.m. So not a bad little morning session here. And TRXC continues to push down from our short at 223, 10,000 shares.
They don't even know that I'm hurting. This life's not easy, and I'm made out of steel. Forget that I'm human, forget that I'm real. Act like you know me, but you never will.